Hey Natasha, what's going on? It's Jim. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this, it's because it's the week that I am on vacation with my family, which is super cool. I hope you're able to enjoy some time out in nature and some time off as well for yourself this summer. Hopefully we get a really nice summer, that it's not too hot, that we're able to enjoy the great outdoors and do some fun things while still being safe, happy, and healthy. All right, so today we're going to do a little bit of a review, but first I want to introduce something brand new to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with playing guitar, but it has to do with songwriting. We've been getting together almost every single week for the last few months. Well, we've been getting together every week for the last few months, but almost every single week we are working on original material. You've come to me with poems, with small phrases that you've written down, about your friends, about topics in life, and we take those, we find rhymes, right? That's what we've been doing. We've been finding rhymes, we've been finding words that make sense with one another, and then we're putting music to them, and then we're singing it. And you know, we've done a song for Megan, for Tammy, for Kristen, I believe. There's people in your life, and Casey, there's a bunch of people in your life that we've written songs for. Which is a great thing. We've written songs about different things that have happened in your past, just with schooling and having good friends, and then with your grandma. And so these are good things to talk about, right? Good things to get out there and put something constructive to something that's in your head, right? That's how I write songs, right? So I get an idea in my head and I just go with it and see where it goes. So I want to give this idea to you and explain the parts of songs. It's important. You know, we've been writing them, but I haven't really talked about what each part of the song is. It's important to know that. Why? Because just like a story, right? When you read a story or when you write a poem, there's usually a beginning, a middle part, and an end. Especially when you read a book or a movie, there's a beginning, middle, and an end. And of course, there's all these different parts, things that happen within the beginning, middle, and end. But like that, with a song, there's different parts. So I'm going to explain the different parts. And it doesn't always have to happen this way, but it's kind of a good structure, a good framework or foundation that you can write songs with. And I'm not sure if anybody's really explained that. And since we're really getting into writing songs and taking your words and your phrases and like kind of like your poetry and putting music to them, I thought it'd be kind of nice to kind of break it down so we could start working in this structure in the future. So we're going to start with an intro. That's kind of like the beginning part, right? The intro. That could be a fun, whoa, sort of part like that, vocally. It could be a cool guitar part like, and then the song sort of starts with chords. It could be something totally different, right? And so intro usually sets the tone of the song. All right, so then we move into the verse. Now the verse, that's kind of where the story really starts to come about, where your words and phrases, things you're trying to rhyme, what you're actually really trying to tell in the song, as far as a storyline goes, that's where the verse really is. Kind of builds anticipation and excitement for the chorus. The verse sometimes uses chords, right? Sometimes it's a cappella, sometimes it's using drums only, and then the song sort of builds in anticipation. Usually we're playing some sort of chord structure like C, G, A minor, F, or D, G, B minor, A, or something along those lines, right? So there's different chords you put together, you put words with it, try to rhyme it, and it builds anticipation for the chorus. So we have the intro, the verse, and now the chorus. The chorus, that's the part everybody remembers, right? So if you're singing a song like, "That's what makes you beautiful," that's the chorus, that's the hook. Considered the hook. That's the part that everybody remembers. It's the catchy part that won't get out of your head and you sing it randomly when you're just kind of walking around. That's usually the hook, the catchy part that everybody remembers. If you forget the rest of the song, you most likely remember the chorus. I'm not just talking about you, I'm just talking about people in general, myself included. So, the chorus, the catchy part, the hook, the melodic part. When we talk about melodies, we could talk about melodies as it comes to lyrics, which is basically a melody for lyrics is the music that you put along to lyrics. And the melody of a song is like the catchy part that you have musically. That's like that's what could also be considered a melody, right? And so that's the chorus, right? The catchy part everybody remembers. And it usually is a big kind of explosion of great music. A lot of really great sounding things come in. Maybe, because the verse builds anticipation for the chorus, it's kind of like the big release during the chorus. All right? And then usually after the first chorus, you bring in the second verse. Since we had a first verse, so we have intro, verse, chorus, now the second verse. The second verse is usually the same melody and the same chords as the first verse. Not always, but most of the time. Usually there's different words. So that's what makes it different than the first verse, is that the second verse, there are different words than the first verse, but it uses the same melody, right, the music behind the lyrics, and it uses usually the same chord structure in the same order. Not all the time, but most of the time. And then once you get to the second verse, we've built that momentum already. Now it comes into the second chorus. And the second chorus is usually exactly the same thing as the first chorus. Why? Because it's the hook, it's the catchy part, it's what gets stuck in your head. And that's kind of why artists do that. Is so that, oh, here it comes again, here comes the chorus, the catchy part, the part I want everybody to remember. So, second chorus, usually the same thing as the first chorus, same words, same melody, same chords. Usually that's how it goes. Now, sometimes songs can just end after that, and the intro would be played again. And what that means is the intro is played again at the end, and that's considered the outro. So you consider the intro the beginning, the outro the ending, and usually if you have an intro that's catchy, after the second chorus, maybe you bring that in again. Right? And that could be your ending, because it kind of brings the song full circle. So that's kind of what happens with songs. That's one version of how it could happen. Intro, verse, chorus, second verse, second chorus, outro, or ending. Right? So there's like 6 parts to that. There's a simpler version. Sometimes we just have verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Simple enough. Right? Verse builds anticipation for the chorus, which is the really catchy part. Then the second verse comes in again, uses the same melody, maybe different words, same chords as the first verse, and then the second chorus comes around again, and that's it. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Right? So that's another scenario. And the last one I want to bring about uses everything of the first one we talked about. The intro, the beginning, the verse, the chorus, the second verse, the second chorus, and then the outro or the ending. What we're going to throw in there now is a part after the second chorus. And you hear this a lot in songs. Some songs in pop radio do it. I hear it a lot. When I write songs, I think of this when I do this. I make a bridge in a song. Now, you can think of a bridge just like the same thing as a normal bridge, right? You got a piece of land here, and water in the middle. A bridge connects the pieces of land with water in the middle. Okay, so that's how we're going to think of the bridge in a song. You get the second chorus, and you have a third chorus that's about to happen. And the bridge connects those two. So sometimes the bridge from the second chorus to the third chorus, maybe you play different chords in different orders. Maybe a new idea, lyrical element or musical element comes in. Maybe the song changes keys. It's called the bridge or the coda, but I like to think of it as the bridge because it kind of builds that bond, that connection between the second chorus and the third chorus. And then a third chorus would come in to make it super catchy so that you'll never forget the song because it's come around now a third time, and all good things come in 3, right? And so then would come after that the outro or the ending. So that one is the most intense one because you have intro, verse, chorus, second verse, second chorus, bridge, third chorus, and then outro or ending. So that's like 8 parts. So you could pick and choose which one you'd like to kind of work in. And it doesn't always have to be like this exactly, but it's kind of a nice structure to put songs in. We could think of an intro, a verse, a chorus, second verse, second chorus, outro. We could think of it like verse, chorus, or we could think of it like intro, verse, chorus, second verse, second chorus, bridge, third chorus, outro. Very cool, right? Just something to think about when we're thinking about writing songs, poetry, any ideas you've come to me with words that you just kind of that you want to rhyme, things that you want to talk about, and then we put them into songs. All right, so cool. That's our little snippet on songwriting and how to put songs in a structure. We haven't talked about that, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do. I'm going to give an example of what all this is, and I'm going to say it out in an actual song. All right, so I'm going to play an intro now. We're going to make up a song on the spot. So we're going to play the bottom string of your guitar. So we're just going to play 5, 3, 1, 0 on the bottom string. 5, 3, 1, 0. So can you play just the bottom string? Hold that string down. Go to the 5th fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret. Then you play it open, so that would be 0. When you play a string but you don't hold it down, that's considered 0. 5, 5, 3, 1, 0. That could be the intro. A couple times. Da, 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 da. A couple times. All right, after this one, we can get into playing now the verse. I'm playing a C, right? Which looks like this. 2nd string from the bottom on the 1st fret you hold down, 3rd string from the top of the 2nd fret, and then 2nd string from the top on the 3rd fret. And I'm palm muting right now, right? So this is going to practice a little bit of all of our ideas. Palm muting. I got my hand on there, on the guitar, resting it on there. You see it from this angle, because it's different than playing it like that. So I'm muting the strings, and I'm playing it like this. So here's the verse. Write a song today. Now let's go into a G, which is top and bottom string of the 3rd fret you hold down. I like writing songs. Now let's go to A minor, which looks like this. 2nd string from the bottom on the 1st fret, and then 3rd and 4th strings from the top on the 2nd fret you hold down, and then you play all the strings. Oh yeah, won't you sing along? Right, so now we play an F, which is like a C, right? A C is like this, and F you just move those 2 fingers down 1 string each, and you keep your pointer finger in the same place. So that's going to be our verse. I like writing songs. I write a song today, singing loud and proud, and then I say hooray. And then we can keep that going, right? Now, let's get into the chorus, right? So this is the part that builds anticipation. Maybe I don't palm mute now, and I play it open to build a little bit more anticipation. Write a song with you, anything you want, C, G, A minor, F. Then we sing it loud, and we sing a song, right? And then it ends on F. And now we could change to the chorus. Maybe we could do the chorus. It's just something catchy. So we use C, G, A minor, F in the verse. Now is the chorus. The chorus, we can maybe play this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right? And so I just played A minor, F, C, G in that order. And that's just, all I said was whoa. And that could be a catchy chorus, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't even have to have any other words there. That could just be our melody. And it could just be saying whoa. This song could be called Whoa, because we're excited, we're singing it loud and proud. That's what we're talking about, right? And so this is a fun way to write a chorus. A minor, F, C, G. And we just use the chords we use in the verse and put them in different orders there. So then after that will come the second verse. Write a song with you every single day. C, G, A minor, F. We'll sing it loud and proud, and then we'll do it to say hooray. All right, and then we're going to sing A minor, F, C, G now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very nice. And that could be where the ending would come in again. And then end on a C. That's a simple way of putting it in the song structure. Intro, verse, chorus, outro. Right? That was part of what we talked about. And so I wanted to make sure we made up a song on the spot using some of the ideas and chords that we've learned. Right? C, G, A minor, F. And in the chorus, A minor, F, C, G. And we talked about all the different parts. Musical melodies, vocal melodies, the catchy part, the hook, we just made up a song on the spot using that song structure, using and applying some of our ideas. Palm muting, right? Where you rest your palm on all of the strings and you still play it, but it's not strumming all the way. You're making the sound a little bit softer, and you're building anticipation, like we talked about, by not palm muting. Some interesting things, right? I just thought you would enjoy that today. Let's review some of our other chords now. So we did C, G, A minor, F in that song. Let's try D. Now D can be played in two different ways. Bottom 3 strings of the second fret, you can hold down with one finger like that. Or you play it like this, which is 2nd fret bottom string, 2nd fret 3rd string from the bottom, and 3rd fret 2nd string from the bottom, all at the same time. So this is a D, and this could also be a D. Notice the sound. Pretty cool when you think about it like that, right? All right, I like it. And so in addition to that chord, we could play E minor, which looks like this, right? E minor is the 2nd and 3rd string from the top you're holding down. And then that's it. You only hold those 2 strings down, then you strum all of them. Alright, that's E minor. Now to play A major, we just take that and we move it down. 1 string each. It's the same shape of your fingers. You just move them down to the 3rd and 4th strings you're holding down on the 2nd fret instead of the 2nd and 3rd. So now move it to the 3rd and 4th strings, right? And that's A major, right? So we have E minor, 2nd and 3rd string from the 2nd top you hold down, and then A major, 3rd and 4th strings from the top on the 2nd fret. Pretty cool. So we got those 2 chords. We got to work on E major now, which is the same thing as A minor shape. So you have your A minor, which we've done right here, right? 2nd string from the bottom on the 2nd fret, 3rd and 4th strings from the top on the 2nd fret rather. So 1st fret, 2nd string from the bottom, and then 3rd and 4th strings from the bottom on the 2nd fret. You hold down. That plays A minor, and to play E major, you just move every finger up 1 string, and you keep it in the same shape on the same frets. So instead of A minor, which is this, you move everything up 1, and you play E major. That's A minor, and this is E major. A minor, E major. Pretty cool. All right, the only one I think we have left now to do is B, right? So B is an interesting one. You could play it like this. 2nd string from the top on the 2nd fret, 3rd and 4th strings from the top on the 4th fret, so you skip a fret in the middle. You kind of can leave your middle finger out dangling, and you could play all of them like that, and it sounds pretty good. Right? That's playing a B major. Right? Kind of fun. And we could work on other chords over time, but those are ones I really wanted to focus on with you today, because those are the ones that we've done, right? So in alphabetical order, A major, A minor, B major, C, D, or this for D, E major, E minor, F, and then G. Those are all the ones we've worked on, which is really cool. Did a great job practicing those. And we could play them in different ways. So let's play a G now. We're going to review this because we haven't done this in a while. We're going to review quarter, 8th, 16th, and 32nd notes. Okay? Basically means we're going to get faster and faster all the way through. All right, so let's try playing quarter notes with G. I want you to follow along the best that you can. All I'm going to do is play it like this. That's quarter notes. Try to strum at the exact time that I'm doing. And I'm going to do a metronome with my mouth and click the top of it like this. Great job. Now let's do the same chord, top and bottom string of the 3rd fret like we did, and make 8th notes. 8th notes are going to be double the amount of quarter notes in the same amount of time. So. Whenever you're comfortable, I'm going to start clicking. 3, 2, 1, and very nice. Now let's do 16th notes. 16th notes are double the amount of 8th notes in the same amount of time. So 16th notes are like this. Kind of fast, right? Come in when you're comfortable. I'm going to start clicking. 3, 2, 1, and very nice. And we're not going to go any further because 30-second notes go super fast. Sometimes it's hard to play that fast. Great review. All of our chords, how to play quarter, 8th, and 16th notes. And we also talked about song structure, which is a really, really cool thing I've been wanting to do for a while with you. This is a great opportunity to do so in a video that you can stop, pause, rewind, fast forward, and work on at your leisure. Great stuff, Natasha. I'll see you when I get back. Peace, love, rock and roll, and we'll see you soon. Keep practicing. Good stuff.